Now, I aspire to their excellence, but not their personalities, not their talents, because I got my own. We all got our own to use. See, when I see people getting upset over the way other people are living their lives, I always remind them, you know what? That's why you got a life. That's why you got one, so you could do it the way you want to do it. And then you don't have to get upset with the way other people do it. There was a great quote on the internet this week. It said, "Be yourself, because everyone else is already taken." Isn't that true? Yeah, right. Okay. And see, and when we allow ourselves to be ourselves, everything plays in our favor. You can't do you wrong. You just can't. Okay, so ask yourself the question, how preoccupied am I with the actions of others, whether they're a movie star or not? How preoccupied am I with the actions of others? See, this week I was online. I like to go online before a talk to see what's trending. And I opened the MSN website. And the headline read, "Deadly Earthquake in New Zealand and Justin Bieber's New Haircut." It was on the same line. And I was stunned, you know. There was something within me that had a problem with those two items in the same headline. Now, I know that sounds judgmental, but it really isn't. Well, maybe it is, but I know that there's no great and no small to the soul that maketh all. I know there's no good or bad. I know that there's no right and wrong. But I've been watching what's trending online for a long time, and what people are, what's trending, if you don't know, is just what people are taking the time to read about, what people are taking the time to look up and read about, okay? And what I've noticed is that 99% of it has to do with what's going on in the lives of movie stars. You see, I don't really care much about the fact that John Travolta went to Hawaii last week and forgot and left his hairpiece at home. I don't care. But that trended for 3 days online with the pictures. 3 solid days, okay? I don't care much that Charlie Sheen decided to skip rehab. I really don't. It doesn't matter to me. See, and I really don't care about what Lindsay Lohan chose to wear to court. What was she thinking? See? And again, like, this is what people are looking up. This is what trends for weeks. This has trended for a solid week. Okay, and there are people, again, that we don't even know. That's what we have to remember. So when I saw that headline, it really made me wonder. It really made me wonder, where are we as a nation in relationship to the rest of the world? We've been watching history unfold in the world. Uprisings in the Middle East, uprisings in Sudan, Yemen, Tunisia, Egypt, Bahrain, Benghazi, Tripoli. There have been so many uprisings just since January, and this is still February. Demands are being made. People are saying, leave, go, get out. And most of these demonstrations have been peaceful. Peaceful, at least on the part of the demonstrators. But people are saying, enough. Enough. Enough nepotism, enough corruption, enough terrorism. And the thing that I thought was so fascinating about the whole thing is that they kept the pressure on. They kept coming back day after day after day after day. Enough. Enough. And the most fascinating part of it is that we're actually watching the change that's being called for in real time. In real time. And this is interesting because usually when we see change, it's very subtle and it's very gradual, so subtle and so gradual that we don't even notice that it's happening. You can't miss this. Regimes are falling before our very eyes. Walls are falling in plain sight. Strongholds are crumbling right out in the open for everybody to see. And people are amazed at how quickly it's all happening. Now, this isn't a political speech I'm giving. I'm talking about change. I'm actually watching change, which is this is what I talk about all the time, that it doesn't have to take a long time, isn't it? A woman in Egypt said what's happening would have been unthinkable just 3 weeks ago. She was referring to the fact that something that had been going on in her country for over 30 years had crumbled in 18 days. A woman who runs the American school in Libya said, this is surreal. She said, on Monday, I was feeling very safe. We were at the school laying out our lesson plans, she said, for the week. And by Wednesday, my life was being threatened. And by Friday, I'm stepping off of a rescue vessel in Malta. They were both saying the same things, that life can change very suddenly, but we have to know that. We have to know that it can change very suddenly. There are so many things that we don't give any energy to, things that we don't give any time to because we think that we will never see this in our lifetime. How many of you have ever said that? Okay, this is what I want to see, but I'll never see it in my lifetime. I talk sometimes about what Greg Braden said when he said, we can completely eliminate disease. It doesn't even have to happen. And for many people, that what goes through their mind is, I'll never see it in my lifetime. What is Egypt telling us? What is Egypt telling us? It doesn't have to take a lifetime for it to fall. Whatever it is that we're looking for, whatever it is that we're desiring right now, is only a thought away. Only a thought away. It's not $10,000 away, it's only a thought away. It's not a medication away, it's only a thought away. See, things can change very quickly, but that's what we have to recognize. Some of you have witnessed that change over the past year. I heard so many people say last year, I never thought this could be happening to me. So we've seen that change. We've seen how quickly it can change. But if negative situations or the things that we don't necessarily want to see can show up in our lives in an instant, so can the things that we're ready to see. But we have to be awake. We have to be able to be paying attention to the fact that it's happening. And that brings us to the song. There's a song that goes through my mind all the time. So it doesn't surprise me that it was in this meditation. There's a song in Sister Act 2, and it was just a brief song. But it goes like this. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, then you better wake up and pay attention. That's it. That's it. Wake up and pay attention. There's something going on right now. It's not random. It's related. It's related to something that's going on in your life. It's related to something that you're calling on right now. And then there was the commercial. I was watching a Mercedes-Benz commercial recently, and they were introducing this new accessory for their car, and it's called Attention Assist. And it's interesting because the interesting part of it is that what it does is that it's a smart car. And what it does is that it kind of monitors your driving habits for the first half hour that you're driving. And from that first half hour, the car can actually tell when you begin to fall asleep at the wheel. And then it gives you an alarm. And it says, pull over. And it has a little coffee cup. Go get some coffee. It really does, okay?